What's up, guys? A little bit of a bumpy ride today. Hopefully I can stabilize that, but I'm kind of in a hurry, so I wanted to shoot this video while I'm on the move. So it was just a story I wanted to tell, nothing that I had to get into real detail about, but recently I sold some skis, probably like in December, late December, early January, and they were just returned to me by GrabAss16, GRABASS 16. I would go ahead and add him to your list of buyers that aren't really worth selling to. What this guy did to me, and you can judge for yourself, but basically he buys the skis at the beginning of ski season. He has them the entirety of ski season, and then the weekend that it warms up, like the end of March, early April, he decides, I'm gonna go ahead and return these now because they weren't the right size and the ski shop says the bindings weren't correct or whatever. And basically, because I'm top rated, I have to force this return on myself, and there's nothing I can really do about it. But you know, I personally think that this was a case of what this person did, right? They returned the skis after they used them all winter. I looked at the skis, they looked like they were used, and then they just used the excuse of the bindings don't fit or whatever. You know, whatever excuse they need to say these weren't what they needed. But why why would it take them 3 months to decide? Like, you're trying to tell me that this person didn't go to a ski shop the entirety of ski season, but now that ski season's over, they decided to take them to a shop and learn that the bindings wouldn't fit and return them before it gets warm out. These were a 3 or 4 month rental, and this is something that you need to be aware of. It's kind of a scam that you can't really get around on eBay. The only way around it is to manipulate the return amount, which I didn't do in this case, because a lot of times you'll end up with a chargeback, which eBay will side with you, but you have to really be like picky and choosy when you decide to do that, because it's technically not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to only use that for when it's actually damaged in return transit. But I use it sometimes just to say, hey, I'm taking some points off because I know this person manipulated the return policy, and if eBay wants to step in and cover that for me, that's great, but I'm not taking a loss because somebody's a liar, right? And that's what I think happened here. That's what I think we're going through here with this one. Not one that I decided to adjust the return on because I didn't feel like fighting the guy, and I'll just resell the item. But I do lose that return shipping and that original shipping, right? Like, that ends up being a loss to me. And this guy got to rent the skis all winter, and it really didn't cost him anything because he was able to return them for a full refund. So that's basically the only workaround. You're not really protected from this scam, if you want to call it that. But this is something that somebody can do from you on eBay, which is just basically buy your item, use it for up until the end of the return window, and then return the item. And as long as you're a top-rated seller and you have automatic returns on, they're going to automatically get it. But really all they have to do is say that the item wasn't as described, and they'll get it anyways. So this is something to be aware of when you're selling, especially seasonal items. A lot of Christmas items will get returned like that. Christmas ornaments, Christmas decorations, stuff like that. So pay attention to that. Definitely keep that on your radar, because maybe you just drift away from selling stuff like that. That's kind of why I don't sell as much stuff like that, because I hate dealing with that and hate dealing with the scammers that return stuff that they just used for the season, and then they're done with it, and then they stick you with the cost of shipping and return shipping. So hopefully this video opened your eyes to something that eBay buyers are doing. In this case, GrabAss16 decided to manipulate the return policy in order to rent skis from me for an entire ski season, and he wins. Like, he gets away with that. But all I can do is post this video and make you aware that that's what people are doing. Be aware of that when you're selling seasonal items, Easter items, Christmas items, summer items, swimming pools, stuff like that. All that kind of stuff is going to have a higher rate of return because of the ability for buyers to do that. And there's nothing that we can really do about it in return, except for possibly dock them on their refund amount, which is technically not the way you're supposed to use that system, but eBay won't protect us any other way, so I'm going to use it like that every once in a while if I get away with it. Go ahead and subscribe to the page if you like videos like this. I'm always sharing content about Flip Life. If you liked this video, go ahead and like it, share it, comment on it, but in the meantime, keep on flipping.